Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Thoughts to Think About. I'm Liz.
I'm Efrain.
I'm Reid.
We've got some thoughts for you to think about today. Reid's got a story.
Oh, yeah, right off the bat.
Right
I'm
off
ready.
the bat. We're
I'm
diving
ready.
right on in. We have
No, well,
time here.
you've like dropped hints of like different things in this incident, and I'm ready.
The incident.
Well, just
What?
we're ready to hear what
Okay.
happened because
Yeah,
you've
left
us nuggets of information.
And also told us nothing
Yeah.
at the same
Well,
Exactly.
okay,
time.
don't hype it too much, all right? I don't want
It could be lame.
to fail to
Expectations
deliver.
are-
Yeah.
The bar's real high.
Yeah, so we talked previously about these baseball trips that I take with my friends. And so...
With your two dads.
Yeah, my two dads.
You're right.
I did a lot better this trip. I was much more responsible. And
job.
I
You
took
were on
care of
time?
myself. Yeah, I was on time to the airport.
What a big boy.
I know. Actually, Jonathan, I think, stayed the night at my house and we drove to the airport together.
Nice.
And I think our flight left at like 6 a.m. or something. So we were like leaving the house at 4:45 or whatever.
gosh.
Horrible.
That's too much.
But yeah, so we took another baseball trip to the Bay Area, Oakland, San Francisco. Got to hang out, see a lot of things. It was very cool. That's the whole story.
Oh, wow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, which one is that this one? Yeah, there it is. We're learning the soundboard here.
I hate it. So yeah, we went to Oakland, San Francisco. It was a lot of fun. I don't even know where to start. So first of all, we stayed in a hotel in downtown Oakland, right? So we roll up on a Saturday morning, I think.
That's not a safe
Friday morning,
like,
Saturday morning.
suburban area.
No, it's not. So we get to when we travel, we decide
who.
we want to do like all of the public transportation that we can, because a lot of these cities have good public transportation, or at least very robust public transportation.
Right.
Maybe not good, but it's there. Unlike Houston, that has like very poor public transportation.
Yeah.
It's disparate, yeah.
So we always want to take the public transportation. So we land at the airport, and we had to buy our like card to use their rail system. And so we get on the rail, and it's pretty nice at the airport. It's not bad. And then it takes us to what is called the Coliseum Junction. And so basically, like right outside of the Oakland Coliseum is like this big hub where like lots of different trains like split off.
That's cool.
It's not like a huge, I mean, it's like 4 or 5 different lines. Anyway,
Right.
we get there, and like the whole area around it is just like trash. Like it's like really run down and bad
Nice.
looking, and like it's kind of sketchy. And we're like, oh, okay, so we're gonna be here a lot. And Andrew said that he had read online that you have to be careful what entrance you use to get into the Oakland Coliseum, because there's like one entrance where you have to like start pretty far away, and then you have to walk up a lot of space that's like lined with like stray dogs and like empty like junkyards and like
The
homeless
gauntlet.
people. Yeah, it was like you got to be careful which direction you're coming from. So we're like, all right, I can pretty much see right down there. That's where the entrance
It's like
Right,
is.
yeah,
survival of the
that's it.
fittest
Let's not-
right there.
Yeah, let's not end up
Jeez.
down there.
That's cool.
So we didn't even go to Oakland that day. That like we had just gotten there, and we like spent the rest of the day. We spent like 10, 12 hours traveling. It was horrible. But yeah, so we spent the rest of the day. Andrew and I went to Alcatraz. We toured Alcatraz.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Azkaban.
yeah. Alcatraz is this prison island off the coast of San Francisco. That's like
If you didn't know.
right. It has not been used since like the 60s, I think. But it was pretty spooky.
That long ago? Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's pretty old.
I guess I didn't realize it was that close. Like for some reason, I'm like, oh, it's international.
Alcatraz?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like half a mile off the coast of San Francisco.
And it's like, you like see it, right? I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
there. Yeah. Well,
Cool. I mean, let's go.
all right.
You want to go to Alcatraz?
She really thought it was Azkaban.
She thought it was the raft.
She
from
really
the
thought it was
MCU.
Azkaban, right? The raft, right?
Like
exactly.
in the middle of the ocean.
I feel like Michael Scott, where he's like, to send him off to Montego Bay. It's like Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
It's like unincorporated waters out there. It's like,
Right.
yeah,
There's no laws.
That's why they can
Yeah.
do just awful things out there. Is because
That's how they can have Dementors.
yeah,
why I
right,
don't
exactly.
go on cruises.
That's why they're legal.
So, yeah, so we went to Azkaban. Azkaban is really cool. They have a guided headphone tour. Like you go and you put on headphones.
Silent disco.
silent disco style.
Love it.
And it just like directs you. It's like, now turn left and walk until the fourth cell and look inside, and then it'll like play some audio for you. But it's so creepy. I don't know how I feel about this, but there are recordings, like interviews with
Inmates.
former inmates
Yeah.
from Azkaban. I don't know how I feel about listening to recordings of inmates. Like, these guys are not just like, oh, I was a burglar or whatever. It's like, I murdered and chopped up 8 people. Like, these are like bad dudes, like crazy. I don't know how I feel about like.
Did you get to hear an
Just
interview
torrid.
with Sirius Black?
Yes. Yeah.
What'd he say? I'm innocent.
See.
said,
Anyway,
Let me out.
didn't he get his soul eaten?
Spoilers. I guess.
For Reid.
I
Spoiler only
spoiler
for
too,
Reid.
yeah, right.
Wait, no, I've read the books.
No, he's in
I
there.
haven't
Oh, I
watched the
guess you
movies
haven't.
though.
Yeah.
Give me the
That's
Walter
Harry
White.
Potter, everyone.
Yeah.
Lots of Harry Potter references this episode already.
If you're watching the podcast through the video, that you'll notice there's a little bottle on the table here. I just thought we should go ahead and talk about it because it's just going to look weird. There's a little bottle of water. It's just water.
Only
people.
water.
And we're using it to deter Liz's dog, Walter.
It's the Walter bottle.
It's the Walter spray to keep him from bothering us because he loves us very much. And so we affectionately spray him with water.
The Walter bottle.
He goes away for a little bit while we're busy. So that's
No dogs are being harmed.
yes.
No issue. It's fine.
He's very well loved at
Literally
home.
water.
He had-
He's spoiled.
he
It's
has
He
fine.
did scratch
very
me
many
up already
friends.
today, but
right.
that's normal.
So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. Yeah. Back to the story. So
Yeah.
inmates,
Azkaban.
inmate recordings at I want to say Azkaban. So bad.
Alcatraz.
Alcaban. So like, how
I
long
think
is
Al
this
Capone
tour?
was there, right?
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think he was. The
is it-
tour took like 45 minutes or something.
Oh,
Like where
that's
you
not
walk
that long
around
at
a
all.
lot
Wow,
of
that's
different
not long
areas.
at all.
Yeah, it's not long. But you can you can just walk. Like the tour is only inside like their main cell block area and the cafeteria and stuff like that. But then you can also just walk around the property and see like other stuff. There's this one staircase that I almost fell all the way down.
Oh my
it's like
gosh.
it's like up the side of the hill, like the mountain, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's super steep. And I slipped and I fell like 4 steps, and I was like,
Jeez.
oh, okay, could have died right here.
Gosh.
Yeah, but I think my favorite part of Alcatraz, I almost said Azkaban.
I did it earlier.
Golly. My favorite part of
Yeah.
Alcatraz was their rec yard. It was super cool. They had like a makeshift baseball field.
cool.
And so I was like imagining those guys playing baseball out there.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat, but also the windiest I've ever, like, it was so windy. Like, seriously, I could barely stand up.
Jeez.
Yeah. It was like, it had to be like 40-mile-per-hour winds. And it
Wow.
wasn't storming.
Right,
it was
it's
just
just-
that was just the bay.
Just a
you know?
casual,
Wow.
casual day.
It's
out
like
on
you
That's
hit the
crazy.
ball up
Bay.
above the wall and it's just like gone.
Gone,
It's like
yeah.
home run. Just got to pop it up and you get a home run.
Wow.
It's
That's
crazy.
cool.
And the gift shop also sold Alcatraz baseballs.
Oh, that's
I
actually
did not
pretty
buy
cool.
one,
Oh,
but-
why didn't
Wow,
you?
surprised.
I don't know. At
Don't
the
you
moment, I
collect?
didn't
Don't you collect baseballs from?
from each stadium I go
Yeah.
to? Yeah, but I
Cool.
didn't. There was no one playing there, so I felt like it didn't count.
I mean, it's
I
pretty
would have
cool,
still gotten
you know?
one.
Yeah, I got one.
It was neat. I mean, I could probably get one online. It was like $10.
Yeah, Azkaban baseball.
But
Right.
the display case I have only fits 30 balls.
Oh,
So like,
yeah,
there's not an extra space for Alcatraz.
Just make one.
Yeah. I'll work on it. Anyway,
Sirius Black used this baseball.
so we went to Alcatraz on the first day. The second day is when we went to watch the Astros play the Oakland A's. And the Coliseum is kind of like, it's got this reputation in baseball as being like the worst ballpark in all of baseball because it's old. Not the oldest ballpark by far, but it's old. And it used to be a multi-use facility. It used to be shared by the Oakland Raiders and the Oakland Athletics. But the Raiders
that's
moved
a lot
on.
of teams in
just
one
the,
stadium.
Just the two. of
Just
them.
two?
Just them.
Oh,
two.
okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
the Oakland A's and the
Right.
The A's are the
Raiders.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say that?
We're here now. But it was just the two. It's just the two.
Right, it's just two. But they had to like convert part of the outfield seating to be part of the football field, and so it's like I don't know. It's like it's a huge stadium, especially for just baseball. But yeah, we went. It wasn't as bad as people make it out to be. Like it was It was not a bad stadium. It was fairly nice. It like had this like it had like a good feel to it. Right. The biggest problem is that it's just freaking empty. Like the Oakland A's have been a bad franchise for forever, and so no one wants to watch them play. So there's like 5,000 people sitting in like a 60,000 capacity stadium. It's
so
bad.
Sad.
Yeah,
so sad.
So tickets were cheap.
Yeah, they were. We sat in really good seats. It was like we sat. What do you call that? Second level.
Club level.
We sat club level, right behind home plate for like basically what you sit in the
like
upper
$10.
deck. Yeah, I mean it was like $25 a piece.
Jeez,
which
wow.
At Minute Maid right now to sit up in the nosebleeds, it's like $25 a piece.
Yeah.
I mean that's a good ticket.
Yeah, it was really
like,
good.
Pretty good ticket. So dang,
that's awesome.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's really embarrassing if you've ever watched a game that's played at Oakland. There's like whole sections of seats that are just covered over with like tarps and like
a good fitted tarp, right?
Right. It looks good because it's like signage or whatever, but it's very obvious that they're just covering empty seats.
It's got
like huge sections of empty
It's got
seats.
like the numbers of some of their big players, like Catfish Hunter was a big name pitcher for them back in the day. Ricky Henderson, all-time steal leader, played for the Oakland A's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
So they're trying to make it look like on purpose, but
still, they're trying to make it look better, but you can
like
tell
purposeful, but it's very obvious. It's like,
hey, we're not going to use these seats anyway. Might as well
just turn it into a museum.
There was some other team I was watching that had it like that. Like they had a lot of their stuff covered up. I think it was a football team. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
or maybe it was Miami. Yeah, we did win that game. It's funny because
it's great.
We used to have Jake Odorizzi on our team. We traded him to the Braves for a couple other guys, Will Smith, one of them. But every time we go to another game, like last year when we went to Baltimore, Jake Odorizzi was pitching, and he's generally not that great of a pitcher. But every time we've seen him pitch in another stadium, he's been lights out.
That's so
like
funny.
a fantastic outing. So we're basically his good luck charm.
Yeah.
And now he lives in
Atlanta.
Yeah.
I say, do y'all need to follow him over there? Or just he's
let
him know? Or
no, he's good.
Okay,
he's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to Oakland. We spent a lot of time downtown Oakland because that's where our hotel was. So we'd like every time we went to San Francisco, we had to come back to downtown Oakland because it was cheap in downtown Oakland, right? And so we're using the subway system, and the subways are underground, obviously. And we had heard stories of people defecating in the subway system. Ooh. We were like, "There's no way that happens, right?" The first day that was there, the first day that we're there, we get off of a subway train. And we're headed up to the escalator that takes us to, the light of day. And I'm walking down the tracks and I see the escalator. And then there's like an open area that goes further down where there's like seating to wait for trains.
Okay.
And I'm just walking and I see this dude and I'm just like, what is that guy doing?
Yeah.
And then like he's just like hunched over and I'm like, oh, that dude's got his pants down. He's just taking a poo. And I'm like, Andrew, look. And so I switched spots with Andrew and he immediately sees and he said, I didn't look again after I told Andrew to look. I just got on the escalator, but he said that as soon as he looked, he saw a big old turd just drop out of that dude's bottom. And I was like, oh no.
Dude, that's gross.
No. It was so disturbing. It's so disturbing.
Culture,
day one.
right?
That was day
Culture.
one. Yeah. And so I spent a lot of time in downtown Oakland. It was pretty dirty, but it was also like just abandoned because it was the weekend. Like we got there on a Friday evening and we left on Sunday night. And so basically like the whole time it was weekend and no one was downtown. Like there was like seriously, we walked past like maybe 10 people the whole weekend on the streets of downtown Oakland. Yeah, it was really weird. And then like me, I want coffee in the mornings and like more often than that. And so like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee. And so I look up some coffee places that are nearby and I'd walk over and it shut down. It's like not open at all. It's just not happening.
No coffee for you.
Did you get any talk to any locals or like, hey, why is everything like this? Did you ask the hotel people? Like,
no,
you got no insight.
No, I didn't.
You didn't learn anything.
I didn't feel comfortable stopping someone in downtown Oakland. Like it was just
or like asking anyone in the hotel.
It was just like eerie,
Yeah.
Because
ghost town.
When I went to Minnesota, we drove into Minneapolis, and it was like that. Like, so many stores were shut down. You don't go there at night, especially on a weekend, like, because there's still riots happening. You know, like it's.
Right.
So I'm wondering, like,
Similar.
Yeah.
Similar.
I don't know.
what's going
Although on Saturday night we had already watched the Astros play Oakland, and we came back to our hotel. We were just chilling. We were gonna watch Whiplash, and we were gonna get dinner before we watched Whiplash in the hotel. And so we ordered dinner from this place that was not too far away. We walked to go pick it up and bring it back. Sorry. And as we're walking down to get it, we walk down one of these streets that they had it's been permanently shut down. The street has been permanently shut down for a long time, and all of their seating has been moved out because of COVID, a long time ago.
Jeez.
It's just still that way. And yeah, in San Francisco, Oakland, a lot of COVID protocols still in action, you know? So we're walking down the street that's turned into restaurant outdoor seating, you know, in the street. And there's this party happening, huge party, it's bumping. There's got to be 200-300 people
Jeez.
crammed into this one. It was like a Japanese restaurant of some kind. I don't know why, but they were just having a great time. And so we walk past it to go get our food. And then as we're walking back the other direction, there were these ladies who they had drinks in one hand, and they're just dancing out in the street. And they locked eyes with us. One of them, it was just me and Andrew, and one of them locked eyes with me.
Target secured.
And the other one locked eyes with Andrew, and they just they started waving at us, and then one of them turned around and started twerking at us as she's backing up. And,
Oh, no.
And they were and we were sorry, ladies, we're headed out. See you later.
You have been chosen.
We were and they just giggled and went back to the party, and we were both just what was that? What is this?
That's amazing.
It was
You were
so
chosen
weird.
for the
It
ritual.
was so weird.
The ritual.
Yeah.
It's
One
it's
of us.
it's a really, I mean, honestly, this whole story is you're in just some empty place. And
Right,
It's some,
yeah.
dystopian thing. And then it's
Straight up sounds like a
we
movie.
come across a clan. And they're just partying.
The natives, yeah.
You know, it just sounds like
It was,
the Raiders. The Raiders are out there.
Okay.
They were
the
out there.
Oakland Raiders
They
of
were
the
there,
Lost Ark.
right.
It was crazy.
Oh,
Anyway.
so you were twerked upon.
We were twerked at us.
Aggressively, it's worked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So we went back and we ate our food. And we watched Whiplash, and it was good. The next day we went to San Francisco to see the Giants play the Diamondbacks.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Who won that game?
We left in the seventh inning because it was late and it was really packed, and we had to get on public transportation
Really?
again. Yeah.
Huh.
Because San
It's a weekend
Francisco's they won the World Series. No, they didn't win the World Series last year, but they
lost the NLCS.
Yeah, NLCS.
But
so they were a really
had
good team last year.
They had a good stretch. Yeah. But they're not that good this year.
No, they're not.
They're really bad this year.
No, but it was early in the season. It was June.
That's true. That's true. There were
We
still
didn't know this is
hopes.
turning into a baseball podcast.
It has. All
right before our eyes.
Yeah. So we were in San
Get your heart
Francisco.
out, John Boy.
It's called, is it Oracle? Oracle Park?
I believe you're right. But
Yeah. Oracle Park, very nice. It was one of the coolest parks to be in. And it had that San Francisco, it was middle of June, right? And so we're at the park. I'm wearing a t-shirt, a hoodie, and then a jersey over the hoodie and long pants. And I'm cold
Dang, dude.
in the stadium at
A
night.
jersey over your hoodie.
It was cold. Okay.
Ew.
Sorry.
It's kind of a Chotch Boy look, I think.
I was
Absolutely.
cold. I was cold.
I don't care.
I was cold. Okay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Gross.
I was walking around looking for coffee at the game one time. And I was
on the
wearing
hunt for
I was
coffee.
wearing my Astros jersey and an Astros hat. And I was walking past the outfield, left field area in the causeway. And there was this group of teenagers, and one of them started heckling me. And he's talking about banging on trash cans
Oh
and
my
being
God.
cheaters and stuff like that. And I was
gosh.
like, okay, man. And then none of his friends that were around him laughed, and so he just turned around. It was it was
His
awkward.
crew did not back him up.
Right.
That's
Yeah. He just
funny.
started heckling me, and then he realized that no one thought it was funny, and he was just
Okay.
okay, I'm out of here.
Okay. That's hilarious.
But yeah, Oracle Park was really nice. The Giants, I believe, won that game, so congrats to them. But
the
earlier
one
that
win.
day, we went to Pier 41 to see the sea lions, you know, because
Cool.
they have like seals and sea lions out there, and they just hang out on the pier. But so we get there,
Just vibing out there.
so they have like basically it's like a 1 month like mating season where they'll like go out to the Rocky Islands in San Francisco.
It's like ring before spring right here.
They have it's like a 1 month mating period where they go out to the Rocky Islands that are not near San Francisco, right?
Right.
And
Privacy.
so we didn't know
Right,
that.
right.
We didn't know that. So we show up to the pier and we're
Hook up
like, yeah,
culture, I
we're
swear.
going to see these seals. There's supposed to be like seriously hundreds of seals just on the piers hanging out that you can watch. And we get there and there's not a seal in sight. It's just dead. And we're like, what the heck? We're looking for
It's
information.
mating season.
And we look and it's like, technically it's not even mating season anymore. It's like 2 weeks after mating season, but they're still gone.
Dang.
And we're like, what the heck? They're
Extended
gone.
mating season.
Right. So we went walking around.
That's what's up. Good for them.
We went walking around doing some stuff.
Editor's cut.
We,
Please.
we finally came back and there were 2 big old seals there, and those dudes are huge. They're enormous. So if you're ever in San Francisco, go to Pier 41, check out the seals, but not during June because they're not there apparently.
They're not gonna
So,
hang out.
but yeah, one other thing I did in San Francisco, you know how they have those enormous hills, you know, giant hills?
Yeah.
I hiked up one of them. Like I just walked all the way up one, but
Like by yourself, just for fun.
my friends didn't want to do it.
The coffee was at the top. He had to get to it.
The coffee is there. And
No,
I'm
but that was
here.
honestly one of the best experiences of the trip was like getting to the top and just seeing like looking out every direction.
The city and stuff.
Yeah, it was enormous. It was awesome.
Is it like? I mean, how exactly is it set up? So you see the movies and stuff, and you see just the trolley cars or whatever on the hills and whatever. But like, where does the city kind of lie? Because it always kind of feels like suburbs to me, or like kind of neighborhoods where those
you're right.
bases are. But
Yeah.
like, is that the main part of the city still? Is it just like really close? And like, is it a bowl shape into
Yeah.
the city, or like, what does that look like? I've always been curious. You don't really know?
Great question. We mostly stayed on like the north side of that island because like you've got
The Alcatraz.
there's like Alcatraz is on the north side as well. So you've got San Francisco is like the north part of that island, and then it like goes down. And I think the way it is the north part is like this big old mountainous hill,
Right.
And then it kind of like slopes down to the south side of the island, and there are like neighborhoods and stuff on the south side.
Right.
One of them I think is called Pork Chop or Lamb Chop or something like that.
I love that.
And we were told to stay away from it because apparently it's really dangerous.
Oh, I don't love
Ooh.
that.
Somebody tell us about pork chop if you know.
I think it's Lamb Chop or something like that.
Lamb
Anyway,
chop.
but like it's not really neighborhoods on that north part that's like really hilly. It's like it looks like it's townhouses and stuff,
Right.
but it's not neighborhoods.
But they're all businesses and
There's lots of businesses and stuff. It's like what you would think of like a residential downtown area would look
Right.
like.
Right.
It's like a residential downtown kind of area.
I mean, all the movies I've ever seen, it looks like just the coolest place. But
Yeah, it was super cool. I mean, honestly,
apparently people are doo-dooing everywhere. So
I only saw it one time, and it was in Oakland, so
They
across
do be doing.
so across the bay, But anything else from my trip that I'm missing, leaving out?
did you get your diary? Did you check it for any leftover information?
No.
Well,
Cool. That was my trip. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So that was like in June. Yeah. So
4 or 5 months.
just a little
Wait,
minute ago.
What? It's September.
Yeah.
Yeah, September.
Mid September.
Mid-September, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Nice. Sounds like you had a good time.
It was fun. Yeah.
Even though you got to see somebody poop
Nature.
in
that was
not
the best
a toilet.
part. honestly.
Okay.
No.
You got twerked at?
Yeah, we're trying to plan a trip for next year. Haven't decided yet what it is, but
Say that's not, do y'all go multiple times a year or is it just the one time?
usually just once in the summer.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I already know your answer. I don't know how much of like social media hot topics this summer you stayed upon.
I haven't been to Hot Topic
I
in a
already.
minute.
Mhm.
Do they have social medias?
I'm sure they do.
Just want to slap him. sometimes.
I walked past Hot Topic yesterday and I was like,
No,
oh.
social media
Did you
hot
really?
topics.
Or the other day I was at the mall and I was like,
nice.
oh gosh.
It's just my whole like middle school
Yeah.
self is.
Well,
in
like
there.
there was an outfit. There was an outfit of what's her name? Sally from
Oh,
Nightmare Before Christmas, but it was just like a button down like short sleeve shirt. It
What?
just looked really bad.
That's so weird.
Don't wear that stuff, guys.
So what did you want to tell us about Hot Topic, Liz?
No, different hot topics on social media, specifically the pink sauce. Have you heard anything about pink sauce?
I haven't.
Have you heard about mule sauce?
Mule sauce?
Shut up.
So I have not heard about
What
pink
is
sauce.
mule?
Mule sauce is not important. So there's a company called Sticker Mule,
Oh, yeah, they're
and they
hot
send
sauce.
you hot sauce.
Yeah,
with
it's
your
true.
order
It's so
sometimes.
weird.
Yeah.
That's just because we talked about it yesterday because we got some. I was like,
Oh.
what is this hot sauce?
We've
It's
been ordering
so-
a bunch of stickers at the church we're working at.
Yeah.
We
And-
love stickers.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we have 2 bottles of this mule sauce.
It's so random. Why are you sending me?
I don't know.
I
I'm going
just-
to try it.
Well, it's like
I
he
s-
also orders stuff from Sweetwater and they just send him sweets.
Candy. Yeah.
I smelt the mule sauce before, and I don't like how it smells, so I didn't think I would like how it tastes. But I also am very picky about my hot sauce.
Dad
Right.
chugged a hot sauce, so it's fine.
All right, chug it, record it. We'll put it on the pod.
Okay.
I would die.
Okay, next week.
Like absolutely die.
Next week, podcast. You heard it here first.
Okay, but pink sauce. So you've heard nothing about the drama of pink sauce.
So I think if pink sauce is what I think it is, then I don't understand how there could be drama. So go ahead and explain
What do
it
you
is.
think pink sauce is?
Should I? You want me to give what I think pink
Yeah.
sauce is? So Meredith always calls it pink sauce. I didn't do it before Meredith, but before I was married or together. Alfredo sauce with spaghetti sauce. You mix it up, it makes pink sauce.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
But that's true.
I mean, yeah.
It's a fact. So she's always called it pink sauce.
Right, white
That's what I
plus
thought.
red equals pink.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we're
Right.
doing color basics here on the podcast. So
But that's not what I'm talking about.
okay.
So this-
So go on.
I thought like
Is this on TikTok?
TikTok, Instagram, like it's kind of. I saw it originally on TikTok, and then it's kind of just been everywhere.
Okay.
Like a
haven't
news,
heard of
I think
this,
a news
actually.
station like even covered it or something.
They always do. They're trying.
There's nothing else for them to cover.
To stay relevant with the kids.
It's true.
Hello, my fellow kids.
And so this got brought up. I thought everyone had understood the drama because we have a list of things for our show notes, and I had it on there, and then it was so long ago that I was like, I just erase it. Like it's not topical anymore.
Did it come
and then
back?
yesterday at work, we referenced pink sauce,
What?
and someone was like, "Wait, what the heck is that?" And I was like, "Hold on." What? So we had to start from the beginning and kind of like unfold this whole saga. So basically,
Yeah. Enlighten us.
this girl,
What's her name?
I don't know.
Is her name?
Are you my mom?
I'm not gonna say it because we're gonna
Hey,
bleep
mom, check
it
out
out.
this TikTok. Oh, who is that? How do you know her? I'm like, it's just a TikTok.
So
Is this one of
read
your
the-
friends from school?
read it.
Every time.
Okay, so she is like, I think a home chef. Like I don't know about her like
Selena.
chefery background. Like what?
Selena Gomez. She got the home cooking show now.
Oh, does she really? How do you
Oh.
know that?
I think I've seen like clip where she's like stressed out, like people are telling her what to do, but she does it wrong.
Yeah.
Why
I don't
do
know.
you-
I've
like,
never
why do-
watched
drama,
it.
or is
I've
it
never
like-
watched it. I watched Only Murders in the Building and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I was like,
Good
what's
show.
Selena Gomez doing besides this? Because like I thought she was like retired from acting.
Yeah.
Cooking show.
And she's also got a YouTube cooking show. And she's also like one of the most followed people on Instagram of all time. Crazy.
Yeah, good for
Hey,
her.
Anyway.
This is not Selena Gomez.
So home cooking girl. Don't
So
know her
Selena
name.
Gomez has pink sauce. So explain
Right.
what it is.
So she created this like condiment. So like Chick-fil-A sauce, like, you know, whatever. It's just like a sauce
Okay.
that you can, she bottles it and sells it. Well, for like,
for Selena Gomez's cooking show.
yeah, for
It's not
like,
the worst.
bang my head against this microphone
I
right
think
now.
it's just so funny when Liz is telling a story and we're just
We
derailing
derailing
constantly.
This is abuse. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So she bottles the stuff.
Yeah, she bottles the stuff. And the issue is like each bottle, the pink is a totally different shade of pink each time.
So she has no consistent formula.
There's
for
no
this.
consistent formula. She does have like they look like the bigger ketchup bottles, right? Not like the square with the at the top, but like the big ones. that you flip up down, so
okay.
And the name of the sauce is pink sauce. And
so is it like labeled? Does she have like a brand
she's labeled
and
it.
everything?
She's like got the label with her brand. On the back though, like the nutritional facts, she totally made all that stuff up to make it look official.
Oh,
nothing.
So she has no idea.
Nothing adds like nothing looks real.
Seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah,
honestly. So the issue is people were being hospitalized from the sauce. And so if she was just selling it within her state, it's like she couldn't be sued or jailed or anything. But people were ordered because I don't, conspiracy, whatever.
Gotta get that pink sauce.
Certain things go viral on TikTok and someone is behind a computer screen controlling what goes what.
And no one understands.
And no one gets it. But
the algorithm.
His name is Al. And
we should bribe this guy to promote.
Yo.
To promote the podcast.
Al.
Oh,
hey,
Al. The podcast.
Hit us
yeah,
up.
that I was going to say mule sauce.
Oh, the mule sauce. Not as good as pink sauce.
Not as good as pink sauce.
Won't send you to the hospital.
It's probably just like 50%.
Well, this is kind
Ketchup.
of a Cinderella story, so just wait.
Oh?
I know. The twists and turns that this takes. So, right, people are like getting sick. You know when something goes rancid and it's in like a sealed bottle and it like inflates? Because, like that's people are like, oh, I got my pink sauce. And someone's like,
it's like that's...
do you not see that it went bad? And they're like eating it. And first, like nothing that is pink just looks appetizing. Like my body says, nah,
salmon.
That doesn't go in my body.
Salmon does look good.
But that's
like,
more orange.
But even the
pink
sauce.
taffy.
It's artificially pink.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but like the like spaghetti and the Alfredo sauce, like it's pretty good, but it's like it doesn't look that good. It just looks kind of like odd, like kind of sickly almost,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Something
Sickly
pink.
is a great word for that.
Sushi has pink in it sometimes.
Yeah. These are the fish, I guess, though, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
The raw fish.
The raw fish.
Sushi's good.
But I don't eat raw sushi. My brain still says pink bad.
Pink bad.
Pink bad.
Pink bad for inside body. Pink good for outside body. As I'm wearing pink.
A pink shirt. Oh, okay. I see.
Get it?
Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm tracking.
Okay.
So
people are getting sick. Like people are like commenting, messaging her, like stitching her videos, like urging her, like, please stop making this sauce. Please stop selling it. Please pay attention to like how you're shipping it because there's dairy in it. Like, please pay more attention. But so she kind of goes like silent for a while. Like there's nothing, no sales, no nothing. But in the midst of all the argument, I got back up a little bit. Someone is saying something about the FDA, and she was like, I don't understand what this has anything to do with food. It's not medication.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Food and Drug Administration.
Right. And that's when everyone's like, skirt. We're not
Girl
gonna.
does not know.
We're not
she
gonna buy
has
nothing.
no idea.
Yeah. So the Cinderella story is she went silent for a while, and some like big time chef restaurant owner guy
She showed up on Shark Tank.
buys her brand and like buys her out and like is helping her develop her sauce to like be legitimately
Let's go.
good for your body. It won't
Pink
hurt
sauce.
you. And it's going to be, I don't know if it's like good,
Good
for you,
not
but it's
good
not,
for you, but it won't hurt you.
it's not going to hospitalize you.
We checked the nutrition facts and turns out, oh my gosh.
A lot of
It's
mercury in there.
3,000%.
She was like, I was just putting some thermometer fluid in there. What's the problem?
It just adds some flavor.
Just point some bleach. Like, just to get,
Just adds a little
This will
spice.
keep it from going bad.
yeah. But like, he's going to sell it in his restaurants. It'll be in stores. Like,
So is this Ramsey? Is this Gordon Ramsay?
oh, I don't think it's, I don't,
Is
I
it
didn't-
Dave Ramsey?
That'd be sick
Dave?
if Gordon Ramsay was on the pink sauce, you know?
That's true. I need
on
to,
the pink
He's
sauce.
on the pink sauce, you know?
I need to look up what chef. I didn't do any of my, usual Google research.
Let's find out.
Because it just kind of
let's
popped in my
find
head.
out. All
There you
right.
go,
Let's
Reed.
take a look.
Pink.
Beep, beep,
Read our
Sauce.
resident Googler,
Yeah.
our current Googler at
Ingredients?
least.
I think just do pink sauce.
Pink sauce.
I'm the new
Ain't no-
resident Googler.
Googler.
Oh,
It's a
the
tough
home of
word.
the original pink sauce by Chef P.
Chef P.
PII. The
PII.
pinksauce.com.
Don't know that.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
wouldn't
girl?
buy something from her.
Wow.
I would not.
Wow. So are you profiling right now?
I know. She looks a little crazy.
She kind of does look a little bit
Honestly,
like,
yeah.
she looks a little bit like,
I don't know.
but and that's the thing. It's like some people be up in the kitchen and put some good stuff together is what I'm saying. Like some people are just like up in the kitchen and it's like you're surprised by how good the food is. And then there's people who are also in the kitchen and you're surprised by how bad the food is. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
You know,
I
it's
set our kitchen on fire.
I
one
would
time.
absolutely not buy anything from her.
She's got a picture of herself getting a tattoo on the pink sauce page.
So yeah, it's kind of like
Man.
a little untrustworthy. But people are ordering it for a reason, right? Like it must be good.
Oh well, at first I think it was because like
Oh, it's just a thing?
it's trendy. I have to
There's
get my
like no
hands on
information about the actual pink sauce on her website.
Oh, you know what? I think I get it though because she's got the pink hair. At first, I was like, she's
whole
got
brand.
she's got the pink hair, a little crazy looking maybe, but like no, I get it. She's on brand.
Oh.
She's on brand.
She's from Florida though. That's the problem.
Ooh,
I want to know. Oh,
Enough
from
said.
Florida? I don't know.
Okay,
It's
so pink
headed-
sauce is now officially heading to stores. An established food company, Dave's Gourmet, has
Dave's
partnered
Gourmet?
with P-I-I. Is it P? Pie?
Can't tell you.
Oh, that's her name.
P-I? Yeah, P-I-I.
Oh,
PII.
okay.
To bring a shelf-stable version to consumers this fall,
Shelf
with production starting in late
That's on the
September.
website.
That's
Shelf
so
stable.
funny.
Chef P, real name Veronica Shaw. That sounds like a detective from
does.
So
It
Bad.
Totally
It
does.
does.
It totally does.
I'm Detective Veronica Shaw
Chef P, you missed your calling.
as the TV detective.
Yeah.
She's got like the Whataburger sauce container that it's in.
Yeah.
I can't find out who
Pink
Dave's
sauce?
Gourmet.
Dave's
Let me find
Gourmet.
out who Dave's Gourmet is.
Yeah, that's pretty sick though. Like that's pretty cool. And I like that. Like, like you said, Cinderella story,
It is.
hey,
Oh.
I'm doing something cool, kind of, took some L's, took some hits.
some hard L's,
Took
but-
some hard L's, took some hits, but you know what? I'm gonna rise from the ashes and I'm gonna make this something legit.
Like
Like,
Dave's-
man, that's
Dave's
cool,
Gourmet
dude. Good for
Insanity
her.
sauce. He's
What?
got Dave's Gourmet Insanity sauce.
Insanity sauce.
Yeah, about us.
So is he a sauce guy?
His name is Dave Hirschkopf.
So he's a big sauce guy, is what
What
it seems like.
He's got pasta sauce, hot sauce.
Yeah.
So
like,
yes,
So he's a sauce guy.
If his page is mostly sauces, he's got pages
Well,
for
he's got
his different
pink sauce
sauces.
now. So
David sauce.
Hot sauce,
a shelf
pasta
stable
sauce,
pink
A
sauce.
shelf-
barbecue sauce,
stable
pink
pink
sauce.
sauce.
That's gonna be the
Wow.
next thing. Like
That's
people are gonna
crazy to
have.
me.
Hey, would you like pink sauce with on your burger or something?
I mean,
like
No,
that's-
thank you.
I think we've like mentioned it how like Heinz came out with different colored ketchups.
Oh yeah.
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 This
Green
kind of
ketchup.
this kind of reminds me of that. Like my food shouldn't be that color.
It's got Shrek ketchup vibes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Shrek ketchup vibes.
Like I just don't like.
It's just ketchup but pink.
That's all it is. Why is it going so
but
bad?
She was using like rancid
It's just
food
rancid
coloring.
ketchup. Oh, the food
The
coloring's
food
bad.
coloring's bad.
like I'm so glad. No one is. It's a shelf stable sauce now.
Yeah, yeah,
like
good for
people
her.
are not
I'm so-
gonna be
I'm so
hospitalized,
proud.
but
Would love
also
to see that.
pink.
I have two.
It's the
two would
vibe.
you
It's the
rather.
brand.
I guess
it's
the trend.
It's like
for
what
the
is
views,
this? It's
for the
so-
wine. I get it.
What is this? What's going on? I like it. I'm into it. It's good marketing.
I have two questions.
Go.
First, would you rather eat pink sauce or gray sauce? Like if all of this is not not something we've talked about. We don't know anything about it, but you had the option of, hey, here's some pink sauce or here's some gray sauce.
Is
Which
it
of those two
here's
things?
the gray stuff? It's
No,
delicious.
it's gray sauce. It's
Gray
sauce.
sauce.
Because that's like a mousse. Gray stuff is
Gray
like
stuff
a
is like mousse. Yeah. It's good though. So like what's the consistency of each of
Ketchup.
these sauces?
They're both like ketchup. They're basically exactly the same consistency, texture,
Right.
look.
It's just
except
ketchup.
one's pink,
Pink and gray.
one's gray.
I
it's
think-
not ketchup though.
I think
It's
I'm gonna
pink
go-
sauce and
I think
gray
I'm
I'd
gonna
sauce.
have to go with
pink.
pink.
It gotta go
Really?
pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably gray. It's got
Gray?
this weird vibe to it. I'd rather
I'm
eat pink than
feeling
gray.
sick.
Not on your food,
Yeah.
like that's just your food should not be gray. Like what food is gray?
It's just like sickening thinking
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
That's not right.
Hey, if you know any gray foods that we could try, we'll make
Okay.
a mukbang.
Mukbang is great. I don't know if I can do it, dude. I don't know if I can do it,
I
dude.
can't. So if we find pink sauce in store, would y'all try it?
Absolutely, I will try
I
it.
suppose I would try it. Yeah,
As long as I know it's shelf stable.
shelf stable. It has to say shelf stable. on it.
Yeah, on the if it doesn't say shelf stable on the bottle, I'm not doing it.
I'm like feeling
sending it back.
queasy thinking about
Second question:
sending it back.
I'm sending it back.
which is worse, Chef P sending out rancid pink sauce, pie, or that girl who sold her bathwater online?
Which is worse?
What?
Oh, you don't know this? Did we talk about this? There's that gamer girl. She was like a streamer and she sold her bathwater.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do. I just recently.
She literally hopped in a tub, scooped up some bottles. And,
I think that there was rumors that she was just selling water as
yeah,
her
but I
bathwater,
bet.
but yeah,
just like with dirt in it, you know, and make it look
I
kind
don't
of weird.
know.
I recently. Please don't judge or ask more detail.
You bought some bathwater?
No, absolutely not.
Gamer girl bathwater.
I went down
On her
this
shelf.
not like a deep dive, but like a little bit of an info
A belly flop,
download
yeah.
of some girl that sold her farts in jars.
Oh, I did read about that briefly.
That girl is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't want to search too much. I'm like, I'm gonna get things I
'cause
don't
that's
really
the
want on my
one
phone.
where she got sick, right? Because she was eating really bad food.
So that she could
That's that
get
one, right?
punched.
So
I
she
think
could have
so.
like intense farts.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
That's
Who's
wild.
buying this stuff? Who buys it?
Freaks,
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
people that need
if you
a
do
job,
that,
a
you're
better
kind of
job.
a freak, man. You kind of a freak.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So
That's
what's
so sad. That's
what's
a sad
worse? You
story.
said pink sauce. Or
Yeah,
the,
the rancid pink sauce or selling your bathwater.
or the farts. Which one? Like that's three real messed up things. You know.
I think. Well, okay. Which one's worse to buy? We'll
Worse
do
to
which one's
buy?
worse to be the seller and
Or
which
the
one's
buyer.
worse to be the consumer. So we'll do seller first.
Okay.
I think I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I
the
think it's
worst
worse
to
to
sell.
sell the pink sauce.
The rancid pink sauce.
Yeah.
I think it's worse to sell the pink sauce because the idea is that somebody's going to consume it
Right.
and you're going to hurt. Like you're going to hurt
Oh,
somebody.
someone's
because you
consuming
don't-
the farts too.
Well, I know.
There's someone that consumed that bathwater as well.
I'm gonna
Also,
gag. I'm just like it's so gross.
It definitely
dude. I'm
has-
like-
trigger
I'm like-
warning on this episode.
That's so
This is the trigger season.
this season is too far. It's
Okay.
too much.
But also with pink sauce, there's a lot of like production that's going into it.
Right.
With the bath water, you just
just
dunk it
dip
in
it
there
in,
with a
seal it.
fart. Like
Yeah.
honestly, just do the
Fart.
phrase. Just do the fart.
Fart spray.
Thank you.
The phrase
The
part.
fresh part. Yeah, I think the thing that really throws it over the top for me for the pink sauce is that she was like, "What does the FDA have to
Yeah,
do with this?"
yeah, straight up.
FDA, what are you talking about?
That definitely is what
This is
makes
food.
it so much worse.
It's not a drug.
Yeah. As a consumer, though, how do we feel? What's worse?
What's the worst thing?
Fart.
What's the worst?
Fart.
Because with the rancid pink sauce, you are buying this thing and you're like obviously not paying attention that it's gone bad.
Yeah.
But it's food, right? You assume
Yeah.
that everybody's done their due diligence there, right?
You assume.
No,
Yeah.
I never. Ooh, when I taught, like when kids would bring me stuff from
That's-
their home,
So, a good point,
thanks. I would not eat it at all.
right? That's
You
a good
wouldn't
point.
eat like homemade tamales or like.
It depends on the person.
Interesting.
Well, that's
Depends
the
on
other thing.
person.
Remember, I was saying some people cannot cook. You know, there's that TikTok series where you can't eat at everybody's house. You know what I'm talking about? But like,
What?
there's this guy basically.
We don't
he
know
just,
nothing.
He just stitches TikToks
Okay.
of people cooking and doing
Oh.
like with really like they'll like lick their fingers and like do whatever,
Oh,
like just gross
yeah.
stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
just poor cooking stuff. And he's like, you can't eat at everybody's house. Basically, that's the whole idea. He like sings it. It's good. I'm not gonna steal his thunder here.
Okay.
But that's the same thing, right? Like you can't. Jeez, just ate it.
Please, if you're not watching the pod on
You gotta watch
YouTube,
the
you
podcast.
Reed just clocked himself with his mic.
Good stuff. Yeah, you can't eat everybody's stuff. So that's fair. That's a really good point. But I think it's still food. Like you still like You're still hoping to eat it. Even if there's some like little kitschy like grandma selling fudge, at like some little small town.
Don't trust her.
Like you're going, hey, I don't know what her condition looks like, her kitchen looks like, what condition is in. That's what I meant to say. But it's probably good, So with the pink sauce, you're like, I mean, it's got to be okay.
Here's my thing. If you're buying the pink sauce, at some point, people were solely buying it for the views.
Yeah.
For the views.
Like, oh, sweet, I'm on the trend. I'm going to get famous.
Were people buying it to get sick?
No, I think people were like, I got the pink sauce. I'm gonna
watch my video.
Gonna try it. Oh, sorry, we have to do a part 2.
Part 2. Yeah. Didn't get to finish. Yeah. Yeah. So
that annoys me. Anytime I see a reel that's like you have to follow to get part 2,
absolutely not.
Automatically gone.
Absolutely not.
Just moving on.
But what?
So rank them 1, 2, or 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get. So
as a buyer,
as a consumer,
right. Golly, it's got to be pink sauce number 1. But
not for me.
What?
Let him.
Yeah, go ahead. No, okay, go ahead. I won't debate. I won't converse with you.
No, I want to hear.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to.
No. Don't discuss. Don't talk to me. You're done. Your part is done. What would you pick
as the worst?
Yes.
Yeah.
Farts.
Oh,
for sure.
I didn't mean the worst. I meant the best.
Oh, the best?
No.
Okay,
best.
yeah. It's definitely the pink sauce that's best.
Yeah.
That's
what I meant.
See, I thought you were doing like the worst was number 1.
No way.
Well, the
Pink
question
sauce,
was
no
phrased,
way.
what's the worst? And then you said, pink sauce number 1.
Follow.
She
Did
said
you
to rank
read?
them.
Did you read the directions at
You
the top of the
said
page?
to rank them.
Why am I sending out
rankings
these?
work?
I'm sending out these
You say
names
the
just
worst.
before the
The
meetings.
worst.
and you're not
The
even
worst.
reading
The
them.
worst is number 1.
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
you're
Yes.
freaking
No.
wrong,
Yes.
No.
Efrain.
Look, the conversation flipped.
No.
Okay. I'm being gaslit here. So I want somebody to go into the back, rewind it. Tell me I'm right.
We're gonna need a poll on Instagram for this.
We're gonna need to go into podcast court.
podcast. Okay. So rank your 3.
Okay, fine.
Say the
The
worst,
worst.
From worst.
first, then the middle, then the best.
I think so. Okay. I think that bathwater is worst. I think it's the worst because the only assumption is that somebody's drinking it or like pouring it on themselves, and that's just gross.
Like I'm imagining Denethor from the Return of the King when he has the oil.
Bro, I have no
and he
idea.
just pours- yeah, in the Return of the King, Denethor is about to set himself and Faramir on fire, and he takes the oil and he just he pours it on top of his head, and it's just like running down.
That's
the
exactly
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Let me pull up that
So
GIF
exactly
real quick
that.
for Liz.
And then
Liz has to see.
And then middle for me is the fart in a cup, and then the best thing, the least disgusting is the pink sauce as a consumer.
Yeah, I feel like I would do. I'm torn between. That's not as funny as you made that.
No, that's absolutely funny.
Gamer
really
girl
not.
bathwater,
Right.
consumers right there.
Yeah, I'm torn between the fart being the worst because as the consumer, you're just getting got for the first 2.
But
bathwater
it's
or
the
the
same,
fart?
right? Exactly. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's just nothing. There's nothing valuable there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go bathwater, just the worst one. Fart
Got
then
to be.
pink sauce.
I think fart is the worst.
Is because it's the most demeaning? Is that what you think?
Well, because I'm imagining these guys. They're just
Opening up
getting
the
a
jar.
jar. I'm thinking a mason jar. They just get the mason jar and they're just like, oh yeah. And then they take it and then they just crack it and they go,
Like they're snorting. it.
yes, exactly.
gross.
So that's why I think fart
But-
is worse.
It's just like the Lorax, like O'Hare air. Like you're just selling air.
That's
so do you know what
Scented
farts
air.
are? Do you know what farts are?
Yes. Would you like to explain it though?
Yes, farts are airborne poop particles.
Yeah.
So you're buying poop particles in air so that
Yeah.
you can sniff them, so you can put them in your body.
The amount of infections that they're gonna get in their noses.
Yes. Yeah. Pink eye. You're gonna get pink eye, a nasal
Pink
infection.
eye, pink sauce.
You're
There
gonna
we
go to hell probably.
One way
Sorry,
ticket.
too
Jury's
far.
out still on
Too
you,
far.
probably. Yeah, I honestly, they're both so horrible. I think it's so gross.
Let us know.
Let us know what you pick.
I have one more
Which one's
thing
yours?
before we
God.
close. It's really short. I just thought it was funny because we were talking about cooking and stuff. I saw this statistic on Reddit that was about the top followed cooking shows on YouTube. And like Gordon Ramsay and there's some other really famous. Oh, Martha Stewart. They're both like they're like top 10, but they're like being like totally just thrashed by this like low quality Hispanic grandmother. Yeah, she's just like in her kitchen, and it's like in Spanish called "From My Kitchen to Your Table" or something like that.
Cute.
Yeah, but she's just like it's like on one iPhone, just recording like her like home style meals, and she's
love
like
that.
just destroying the views on everybody else.
That's
so
what's up.
look it up. It's "From My Kitchen to Your Table,"
My
but
Kitchen
in
to Your
Espanol.
So type it into Google Translate.
In
and then,
Espanol.
I don't want to butcher it. So
Yeah, nice.
No,
Good job.
Check it out.
That sounds awesome.
That's awesome.
I haven't watched any of it, so
I have one quick thing to plug before we finish it up. I this week, if you're listening to the podcast on the week that it airs, I have a new song out, releasing on Friday, the 23rd.
Let's go.
September 23rd, song called Disclosure. So that'll be available on all platforms. You can check it out. Look up Disclosure by Heights.
It's a great song.
Thanks a lot. Please check it out. I would appreciate that. It's always fun to get more plays. It's good music. If you've seen me play live, you've heard me play this song. I play it pretty much every time. So
If he gets 1,000 streams within the first week, he will eat pink sauce.
yes,
By the bottle.
Absolutely. Oh, I don't know.
no, he'll buy a bottle.
No.
Oh, he's gonna eat a whole bottle.
By the
Just like
bottle.
the oil.
Oh, so now it's funny.
Come on, guys.
Be
Sorry
looking
that you
out.
suck
Be
a
looking
little
out for
bit.
our store. We're gonna be selling some bath water, some fart jars.
No.
We're gonna create our own gray.
Which one would you pick? Let us know.
gonna
We'll
create
see you
some-
next time,
What a
everyone.
gag.
Gray sauce.